Good Saturday morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea Mulata Crafts, and today I'm showing you my planner. So, as I was telling you guys in my last video, I got the Recollections Creative Year Planner. It's a 12-month spiral with the vertical weekly layout. And the front cover says, "Gotta get stuff done." And I showed you guys a flip through of all the cover pages in my last video, so if you want to see how that was, please feel free to go back and look at it. But I've been updating it, and I think there was a feather here or something, I don't remember completely, but I put my very favorite Bible verse on here to cover that up, and it says, "This is the day the Lord has made, let us rejoice and be glad in it." That's Psalms 118:24. And I had punched out letters to make that. Let me see. All my punches on the floor, but I'm gonna show you the ones that I used. I'm sorry if you guys saw my hair in the video or something. I just woke up a little while ago, didn't do anything. But anyways, I used this particular Martha Stewart punch with these letters so that I could punch out the gold letters for this. And anyway, let's get going. So for this page, just the yearly layouts for 2017 and 2018. I'm not gonna bother to do anything with that at all. And then here it has a page for a name, address, phone, email, and birthdays. And I don't plan to write anything on this page at all because God forbid that this planner should get lost and fall into the wrong hands. I don't want anybody to have your information. And so here we have important dates, and on here I'm probably gonna just fill this up with people's birthdays, but I don't know if there's even enough lines. Maybe I'll do like 2 or 3 per line and get that done. And on here, well, this was just a page for notes, and on here it had a design that was kind of like a doily pattern underneath this, and it said "Free Spirit," but I took my tacky glue, which I got at the Dollar Tree, and then I took an actual doily and pasted it on there. And then I got these gold foil religious stickers from Hobby Lobby from the Paper Studio. And as you can see, the shimmer, and it says "Amazing Grace" on there. And you're gonna see things from the Bible throughout this entire planner. So for the month of January, I just took some washi tape. I didn't bother to write anything on here yet at all. But this particular washi tape right here, I don't know if you can see, it says "Peace and Joy" right here. And so that's just left over from the Recollections Christmas stuff that I picked up. And then here in the corner it says "Find joy in the ordinary." And up here at the top of the page it says, "Choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." Joshua 24:15. And so for the very first weekly view, since it started like at the end of December with Monday the 26th, and then we have Saturday the 31st right here, I'm just gonna leave that blank because it's from last year. And Sunday the 1st, it was my nephew's birthday, but I had been sick since Friday the 30th, so I didn't do anything at all. I've been in bed until Thursday, I think it was, that I just barely got out of bed. And so the first thing that I did right here, beginning on the 2nd and then ending on the 8th, it says goals for the week. And right here I got another sticker from Hobby Lobby. It says "The Lord shall guide thee." And I have a little banner page flag right here. It tells about the 2 Bible plans that I'm doing in a YouVersion Bible app. And it has, the first one I'm doing is the chronological Bible in 1 year. So reading everything in order. And then for my second plan, there's this plan where everybody reads the Bible together, and a lot of the stuff that you hear on Moody Radio, like the sermons, they'll be coordinated with what everybody's reading at the time. So I'm basically, right now I'm on the January version of that. And right here on Monday, I got this little thing that says "Dream big, plenty of rest and recovery," because I was still in bed, like I said. And so for that day, we did John 1 through 3, Psalms 8, and Psalms 104 for the chronological. And the day before that, I had did Genesis 1 and 2, and I think there was a Psalms with it, but I didn't write it down. And then for the Let's Read the Bible Together January, we did Luke 3 and 4 and Daniel 2. And then so Tuesday we got Genesis 3 through 5, and then Luke 5, 6, and Daniel 3. And I took this recollection 6x6 paper pad that I had. Craftiella, Gabby, if you're watching, you'll recognize this paper because it's the same one that I knew that you were going to like and I sent to you recently as a rack. Well, not recently, but yeah. Anyway, did I do Wednesday? I don't know, but you guys can see that. I don't know if I had talked about this yet because, like, I don't know, I got a really forgetful brain. So anyway, let's move on to Thursday, Genesis 8, 9, and Psalms 12. And then I did Luke 9 and 10, and then Daniel 4. And on Thursday, if you guys are on Facebook, I'm sure you've inevitably seen this horrifying video that happened here in Chicago, where these 4 18-year-olds, they kidnapped and tortured a disabled man, and my heart truly breaks for that, man. Like, you guys just don't know. I feel really, really bad about that. And yesterday, Friday, we had at Fort Lauderdale, there was this guy that went to the airport and shot 13 people. 5 of them ended up dying and 8 are in the hospital. So my heart is truly breaking for people around the world right now. But anyways, yesterday I read Genesis 10 and 11. And then Luke, you can see I have it highlighted right here because I have an image to go with it. Well, I have 2 actually. ASK, ask, seek, and knock. And so for Luke 11, verse 9, I believe it was, it says, ask and you shall receive, seek and you will find, and knock and it will be open to you. And so this little image, I think I got this one from Mariana. I'm not sure though, but I think I got this from Mariana in a swap that we did. It was a flipbook swap. So it says knock and the door will be open. And then right here in really small letters, I don't know if you could see that, but it says pray for all involved in the Chicago torture video and the airport in Fort Lauderdale shooting. And so I prayed for everybody involved, including the people that actually committed these heinous acts. And the reason why is because God loves all of us the same. No matter what we've done, no matter what we've been through, He loves us all so much that He sent Jesus to save all of us. Like, something that I can think of as an example, like us as people, when we go to the doctor to seek healing, we don't do it when we're not sick. We go when we actually are sick and need it. And Jesus came to be the healer of our sickness that's called sin in this broken world. And so that's why we all need Him. No matter what you've been going through, no matter what you've done, His grace is sufficient to cover all of that and more. And so I pray for the people that did the torturing. They must have come from a broken family. I know at least one of the people, one of the girls that was involved, you could see her poor sweet grandmother on the TV, and she was so distraught that she felt like her head was going to explode. That's what she literally said, that she felt like her head was going to explode. And can you imagine what it must be like to receive a phone call from the police saying that somebody that you love and care for and raised to the best of your ability committed such a heinous act to kidnap somebody and to torture them for 2 days? Can you imagine what that poor elderly woman must be feeling deep inside? And as human beings, we tend to say things like when bad things happen, we tend to say things like, there must have been something that I could have done to prevent it. Maybe if I would have spent more time with them, maybe this, maybe that. But it's not her fault at all. We come from a very broken, godless society where, and it's also a fatherless society too, where there aren't enough male role models leading anymore to stand up and like be the positive person in the people's lives. 'Cause don't get me wrong, mothers do an excellent job, but there's nothing like having a man to lead the house, you know? And even, I don't even know, man. Like, I just want to pray for these people too. The ones that created or committed these heinous acts. They have hearts that are broken too. They must have been broken so long that their hearts were able to harden so that they could go through with committing such heinous acts. And so I want to pray that while they're all serving their respective prison sentences, that somebody from the prison outreach ministries gets to them and shows them the love of Christ and lets them know that they are loved no matter what they do, and they are forgiven if they choose to seek Jesus and to allow Him into the heart and truly repent of what they did. And I hope that they really do, that they repent of everything that they've done, anything that they've planned to do, and that they let Jesus' love fill their lives, and that they allow themselves to be forgiven. That goes for the 4 people that tortured the man, as well as the guy that shot the 13 people at the airport. And I pray for the families of all the victims, that they may be comforted by the Lord. I can't even imagine what that must be like to get a phone call. Well, I've gotten phone calls about friends in the past that have died, that have been murdered, because a long time ago when I was 11, I used to hang around with gang members. And so, yeah, I've gotten calls, but I can't imagine what it's like when someone from your own family has been tragically murdered or tortured. I can't even imagine what these people are going through. So I pray that the Lord will come into their hearts and comfort them, give them peace, tranquility. Also especially for the elderly grandmother, like, Lord, just comfort her soul. Let her know that there was nothing that she could have done to prevent this. And my heart is just broken for all of the people involved in these tragedies over this week. I hope that next week will be a lot better for everyone. I also pray for you guys that are watching this channel. And I want to thank you all for being here and for following me on this journey. But anyways, the camera is gonna shut off really soon because I don't have a lot of space. So let me get to today. We have Luke 13 and 14 on the menu and Daniel 6. And then my son with the Cub Scouts, he's doing this Pinewood Derby workshop thing where they have to cut their own little cars out of pine wood and build them so that they can race them at the end of the month. And Sunday, got Genesis 12 and 13, and then Luke 15, 16, and Daniel 7 and 8. And then I have the symbol New Life right here because New Life is the church that I go to. And I really look forward to going to church every Sunday because these are true Christian people who show you the love of Christ the minute you walk on the property. Before you even get into the door, they show you love right there. And I look forward to meeting with them every week. And just at the bottom here, I have Live Well, Laugh Often, and Love Much. And before this shuts off, I want to thank you all again for being here on my channel. I apologize for rambling, but this stuff, it needed to be said, you know? And I hope that all of you will also take the initiative and start praying for everybody, not only for the victims, but also for the perpetrators, because they need it more than anybody, to be honest. And so, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I hope that you continue. If you like this video, give me that thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a wonderful and blessed day, everyone. Bye.